my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit and welcome to the finale of Deck of Panning. I have been enjoying this project so much this year and I'm so happy that I joined in on it. There's a very high chance that if Emily brings us back next year, I will be joining this as well. I really loved watching it last year, had so much fun with it this year. I would love to continue on with it next year. The randomization of the deck of cards just brings a little bit of a different excitement to the project for myself. And I'm very happy that I decided to jump on this train this year. So this project was created by Emily and Max, which was inspired by Books of Maddie. That's going to be down in the description box along with the details on this project, Emily's intro video, which explains everything, and what I have been working on for this project over the whole year and whatnot. So again, just like every other update, everything is down there. So go check it out if you haven't, if you're curious. The playlist is there too. So if you would like to binge watch my whole entire series this year, go feel free. That is there for you. But let's get into this finale because I'm really happy with where I've come from so far. So let's get into this. So a few months back, which feels like forever ago already, I rolled in the Four of Hearts, and at the time it was the brand that you own the most of. So I went with NARS and I went with this Deep Throat blush. Now, my goal was to hit pan, and if you were watching my last updates, I felt like I was never gonna get there. So do you think that I hit pan on this by now? Do you think? Because I did. And oh my god, it was such a good panning day. I hit like 4 pans that morning while I was getting ready for work. I was so excited about it, and I was extremely happy about this bad boy here. I could not believe, like, I knew I was getting close, but it just still felt so far away. So I hit some really nice pan, and then I did reach for it a few times after just to expand it a little bit, but I've actually put it away for the last few days. I've decided I just wanted to take a little bit of a break from it. But I'm so happy that I actually hit pan in this, and it was probably a couple weeks ago. So it was, really good timing as well, but I'm very happy that I was actually able to complete this goal by the finale and also by the end of this year. So I do have to go grab something real quick. I will be right back. All right, so I'm back. Now let's move on to the next product that has been in here for a while. I also rolled in the Ace of Hearts, which was to pick your own space. So I chose the Two of Clubs, and that was Indie Brand. So I decided to go with Party Monster from Give Me Glow, and my goal was to completely finish it off. It was a shade that shattered on me, so I just wanted to use up whatever was left in the pan, and I was so close to it last update that I have completely finished it off for now. I actually reached for it as a highlighter the last few times, and I had fun with it that way. I think the first time I did that was on Halloween, which I had mentioned, I think in the previous update. So I just tried to do that a couple more times, and I managed to completely finish off the shade, which was very bittersweet because I really did enjoy it, and I was so upset that it had shattered on me completely, but it is good, and I'm happy that this is completely finished, which means one less single in my collection now. So I probably will just end up getting rid of this little pan here because I don't need to hold on to it. And yeah, I'm excited about completely finishing that one off as well. So the last two, well, not the last two, but these next two products came from this palette right here. So I will talk about them separately, but right now I do need to talk about them together at the moment. So I rolled in the King of Hearts, which was, I did not write what it actually was at the time, what the prompt was. And then the other one was the 10 of Spades. So I chose 2 shades from in here. One of them was Satin Sheets and the other one was Sprinkles. My goal was to hit pan in Sprinkles, and my goal was to hit side pan in Satin Sheets. Now, we're going to just take a little look at the packaging here before I show you guys the actual product. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little busted. So I actually stepped on this palette and kind of broke it a bit. So this is what my palette's looking like right now. So we're just gonna take a moment of silence for this palette because I have depotted the shades that I I'm working on. So this is Satin Sheets. This one was Sprinkles. I've taken these two shades out as well. This one was already, no, and this shade here. This one was finished. So I took the pan out. Nope, what am I talking about here? Okay, I'm looking backwards. Okay, Satin Sheets and Sprinkles are in this little palette with a couple of others that I have depotted that I want to work on. So I've also taken out Molasses Chip, which is in another project of mine. And then I've taken out Cafe au Latte, Boudoir, and Mocha. And I want to completely finish off these shades as well. I have already finished off 4 other shades in this palette. This was prior to the project. I finished off these 2 first. Divinity, I just set down my lids, and I completely finished that off. It'll be almost 2 years ago now in February, I believe. And then, or a year ago, one of the two. And then this shade right here, which was Cotton Candy, was, I believe, in my Alice in Wonderland project, and I had completely finished that one up as well. So we're just gonna take a little moment of silence for this palette because I will be tossing it out because it is broken, and I just wanted to take the shades out that I wanted to work on and finish off and throw them into another little palette so that it could still work on them. But this packaging, it just breaks my heart that I have to get rid of it because I was hoping to hold on to it, but not in the state that it's in anymore. So I'm taking that as a sign that I have to let this palette go. It has been around for a while. I absolutely love it, but it is time to let her go. So when I do my makeup collection video, which is going to happen, but it's going to be sometime in January because I'm waiting on a few things, I will take a photo of this palette before I toss it out, just to show you guys then if that's what you're looking at, and then I will also show you what it's currently looking at the time as well. So let's just take a moment. Appreciate her. I'm very, very sad. But let me show you what my palette is looking like currently. So, like I said, it was to hit side pan on Satin Sheets and to hit pan in Sprinkles. So I'm not going to show you the full palette just because there's another shade in here that I'm working on. But I've hit side pan in Satin Sheets, which I'm super excited about. It happened a couple of days ago. But I have not quite hit pan in Sprinkles, but I am so close. I don't know. I think it's this side where my finger is. Might be a little hard to show you here. I'm very close. So I feel like within the next few days, next few uses, I'll be able to knock this out. I'm gonna just take out the shade that I'm actually working on in another project and show you guys what my palette's looking like right now. So that other shade's gonna sit right here. And it's just such a cute little palette. It's such a cute little like color story, but the heart-shaped pans just like make it that much more adorable. And I really actually like how this long shade here, Satin Sheets, just kind of fits with it all. So I'll have like the 3 shades up top and then the 2 at the bottom. So this one is Sprinkles. This one's going to be Molasses Chip. This is Mocha, I believe. And then, or no, this one's Boudoir, this one's Mocha, and this is Cafe au Latte. And then, of course, here we have Satin Sheets. So it's just a cute little palette. I'm really excited to have these shades still. I was, like, really happy about popping them out and just kind of curating the shades that were left over that I wanted. Now I actually still have these, and I can sadly get rid of the actual packaging and the shades that are left in there. But it is heartbreaking. I know it might seem a little dramatic, but it is hard. It's heartbreaking. Okay, so then last but not least, the shade or the palette, whatever I had rolled in last update, I rolled in the 10 of Spades, which was, what was it here? Oh, it was the Prompt Winter, which was kind of what brought me back to the beginning of this project because I had rolled that prompt in a different card, but that same Prompt Winter in the beginning of this intro. So I decided this time around to go with the Kaleidos Astro Pink Futurism 3 palette. And my goal, it says, was to use Nebula and Light Year, and it was just to use it for the month. So I don't have the shade names. I'm not quite sure what shade is what in here. So I only used it once, which was this morning because I completely forgot about it. So that being said, I used not these 2 shades, but I used these last 4 shades right here this morning. So I've hit my goal of using Nebula and Light Year. I think it might be these 2, or it might be this shade here, or maybe these two. I honestly don't even know, but I just made sure I used all 4 of these today so that I could at least have one use on this palette this month. And technically, because I just wanted to use it within this month, I've met my goal. I made sure I used it, I think it was last night or 2 days ago, and I completely forgot about it. And I was like, oh my God, that was supposed to be in that project. I just didn't even think of it. And then yesterday morning, I was kind of in a rush to get to work, so I didn't even have a chance. Today is my last vacation day. I still had one left over, so I took it today, and I decided to sit down and film this because this has to go up tomorrow. So I decided to just do a look with those 4 shades today. So I'm happy I've met my goal on that prompt as well, even if it is only one use. So overall, I'm really happy. I am beyond thrilled that I've hit pan in Deep Throat here. I am going to take a break from this blush as well, but you may see this sometime in the future because I would love to eventually finish off this blush. I'm very happy that I finished off Party Monster. That is completely finished, and this little pan can just go away now because it's taking up space in my singles collection, and I have too many singles now, so that can get narrowed down a little bit. And then I'm happy that I've hit pan in Satin Sheets, the side pan. I'm very close to hitting it in Sprinkles. I've been pairing the two together and wearing them as highlighter, so I will probably continue to do it that way to eventually hit pan on Sprinkles and finish off Satin Sheets. I would love to work both of those the same way to get my usage on them. And, you know, getting there with this little palette. There's a little dip in the last couple of shades, so it's easy to use. I do enjoy it. I just don't seem to reach for it very much, but hopefully that'll be in a project sometime in the future as well. So thank you guys. That is my finale for this project. Again, go check out everything down below. Make sure you go check out Emily's videos. There is a group playlist as well, so you can sit and binge watch everybody's videos for as long as you want, because I'm sure there's tons and tons of content in there. Mine will be included in that as well, but I do have my own separate playlist for this project, and I'm very excited about next year's. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.